Hey guys, Jeff Jacoby here at AVS. I just wanted to talk to you guys today about our CNC tooling that we have here at AVS. We have a 5x10 router and a 5x10 plasma, both from Laguna Tools. And I'm going to take you inside here in a minute. We're going to show you what we do with these things and how we use them. It's a very good investment. You get your money back right away if you're keeping these machines busy. But if you're creative, you definitely want to get these in your shop. Okay guys, this is our SmartShop 2 from Laguna Tools. This is actual 8 tool changer, as you can see on the end here. We've got one of the tools up inside. We've got actually, well, 6 on it now, but usually we'll have 7 more on the table. This allows us to have different bits to cut different ways. Maybe we're doing an outside chamfer on one part of it. All of a sudden the machine will go, change the tool, put a straight bit on there so we can do some straight through cutting or pocketing, but that way the machine doesn't have to stop and us have to manually change the tools on there. A lot more convenient, speeds up things a lot faster. Love it. This machine has a capability of going up to 24,000 RPM. The speed, I don't forget, but it's very fast. Don't want to get in its way, let it do its thing. But we cut everything from plastic on here to wood, all of our MDF that we do for speaker rings, for speaker boxes, LED light lenses, gauge panels, things of that sort. You can see some of the stuff up here that we've cut. Everything from our AVS logos to some custom aluminum plaques for customers, keychains, LED light bezels, speaker rings, you name it. We could do even copper on here. Any softer metals can be easily cut on here. Got a lot of parts I'll show you in the showroom later that we did. Some pretty trick stuff on here, so check it out. Okay guys, to those of you that are new to CNCs, this actually has a vacuum table. The way that works, we've got a high power pump in the back over here that creates a suction pulling the spoil board down. This board's this is a sacrificial board is what it is. It's gonna get cut into every time we're cutting out parts. The more that it gets scarred up, we just take a fly cutter, cut off a layer, and then we have a brand new board till it gets too thin, then we have to eventually replace it. Right now what it's doing, it's sucking this board down to the table, giving us a nice even surface. The suction is so strong, it actually goes through the MDF and sucks this part down, as you can see. I can't move it side to side. I can pull it up, but once it's down, it's not moving. Okay, the bigger the piece, the more solid it is, it's on there. You're not going to take it off. And if we're cutting some smaller parts or maybe some thinner materials or very, tiny little pieces that might get chucked out by the machine, then we use double-sided tape under them. So we take this sheet, put double-sided tape all across it, flip it over, stick it down. That'll hold it in place so we can cut it. All right, guys, this is our 5x10 Laguna Tools CNC plasma cutter. We're using a hypertherm cutter on here. Right now we've got some 3/16 plate on here that we've cut for some custom projects. We can cut all the way up to over an inch easily on here and all the way down to 32nd of an inch sheet metal. So it's very versatile. All we got to do is change the tips in there according to the material that we're cutting. Now this is the thing. Let's say you've got a car in here and all of a sudden you need to make some shock brackets for it because you don't have any on the shelf. There it is. Give yourself 20 minutes or so, you'll have a set of those shock brackets. So you can make things on the fly. You can make production parts if you want to do production parts, custom one-off parts. A guy might come in, want a custom plaque made for his club logo. You never know, but keep this machine going, it's going to pay itself off real soon. The bread and butter of this machine is our 1/4 inch and 3/16 steel that we cut on it. We do a ton of custom one-off brackets for our compressors, for our tanks, a lot of them on our installs that we do here daily. So maybe we don't want to do the same cookie cutter stuff, all the time. There it is. Our guys will get to work, go draw it up in V-carve, go ahead and pop it out on a stick, insert it into the machine, cut it out. It's that simple. All right, this one is a custom build we're doing for a customer right now that was in the Navy. Kind of wanted an aircraft theme because he was on an aircraft carrier. So you can see we've got some turbines going. These are actually the grills for the speakers. But these are things, guys, that you can do by hand. We know that. We used to do it by hand and it's very time consuming. Now we just draw it up real quick, cut it on the machine. Especially when you have the same part you're going to be doing over and over, such as these rings right here. All right, guys, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about, of having a CNC plasma on premises when you need it. We're actually doing a custom build on this newer Lexus. This is a package tray mount that we built on our CNC plasma. Right now it's upside down, but once it's flipped, it's going to go in the trunk of this nice Lexus, and it's going to sit underneath the package tray where everything's up out of the way. We're going to have all these holes backlit with nice plexiglass. Come and check it out. Very detailed piece. Drew it up in Vectric V-Carve probe, which was also provided by Laguna Tools. Awesome program, easy to learn. But we'll show you some more when this thing is done. Okay, another perfect example. We have this 68 Camaro RS right now. We're doing full air ride-on, fabricating up some mounts. We're doing some reinforcement brackets under the hood. If we were to have to send these out to laser cut, we're gonna have them back in a couple weeks. Instead, we can get everything done here within a couple hours. You can see the different brackets we made for the bag mounts, and just various parts on there. All right, so you can also make fixtures with this. So the guys are doing a narrowing kit on this axle. Needed something to hold it, so came up with these cool looking brackets. We could have made them just nice and simple, but hey, we've got a nice CNC router, so we're gonna put it to use. All right, guys, here's a good example of some of the parts that we cut. These are our gauge panels. This fits like a 99 to 06 overhead truck panel to fit our gauges and switches in. This is about 1/4 inch AVS plastic right here. We can zip those out. Takes maybe a couple minutes per part there. We've got even more over here, some universal panels. And as we go down, we've got some other switch panels here. Got our paddle switches. We actually, as you can see, we've countersunk the hardware into there. Makes it a lot cleaner. So a lot of different things you can do with the tooling on there. Cutting different thicknesses. We actually got our logo on each panel, as you can see. This is some of the panels that we actually made for 2013 SEMA show. We actually made a jig on the SmartShop 2 router that actually popped all the holes in these aluminum. This is a 16th inch right angle aluminum. So we made a jig, set these down on there, and it actually drilled all the holes out for us. I mean, it was a huge time saver. All the corners here are 1/8 inch aluminum. We were able to cut those, chamfer the edges, and put a nice little design in there, as well as cut the mounting holes on them. And as you can see, this showroom is pretty big. So all these panels were all done on our SmartShop 2. Again, for the 2013 SEMA show, when we built these panels, we actually laid everything out in our program. Had all the diameters of the circles here that were cut out, every single little hole to mount these in. As actually, these little tombstone deals here, these were all cut out. This is actually a red acrylic from behind, and polymetal, which is a mixture of aluminum sheet, a plastic sheet, and an aluminum sheet, all sandwiched in one that easily cuts good on that router. All right, guys, these were also made for our 2013 SEMA show display, which we converted to our showroom eventually. This is actually 2 layers of 3/4 inch MDF made to look like metal. Everything was machined on our Laguna SmartShop 2. A lot of detail to these things. The whole countertops up here, including the aluminum, all the holes in here, every single thing was cut out by the SmartShop 2. All right, as you guys can see, this is our AVS flush mount LED light kits. We actually machine our lenses, this acrylic, and then we have polystyrene that's sitting behind it. Both of those pieces are cut on our SmartShop 2. Even the bezels here, actually we got a dual bezel. You got this black outer piece and a clear inner piece here. Give you a little idea of what these things look like. But we build all of those on our router. Every single lens gets cut in-house. If a customer even wants a custom size made for him, we can also do that, offer that up to him. This is some of our caddy lights and our dual pointed lights. As you can see, everything from the lenses all the way, even our bezels, we actually cut on the router. All of the countersunk holes, chamfered edges, again, all gets done on the SmartShop 2. All right, for you audio guys out there, like I was showing you guys earlier in the one car, we also offer the rings to all the stereo shops. So we can do those in the custom round sizes according to whatever woofer brand they carry. We can even do the square ones if they're carrying the kickers. But any kind of shape, we even got some that have a pocketed inner, make your fiberglassing a lot easier. Now, everybody always comes up and they got to do this. First thing to do, is it metal? No, it's not. This is all MDF. It's got some thin aluminum inserts. Everything again was done on our SmartShop 2. All the chamfered edges, all of the pocketing, all of the holes. Just came out with the design, drew it up on VCarve Pro, and see what you get. Hi guys, there's some cool little tables we made. These are actually aluminum tops with an MDF underneath it. Everything else is MDF covered in aluminum. So cool little fixtures you can make for around the shop, or even just to make to throw on Etsy, Craigslist, you know, maybe want to make some cool little art deco things just to sell. Here's another way we use our SmartShop 2 router. We can cut some small intricate parts as you see here, even smaller than a penny. This is 1/8 inch AVS plastic. We actually use this to modify an existing part that's on the market, made by another company. We have a lot of customers that want to make this unit symmetrical, so it's more aesthetically appealing, makes their install a little easier. This is an air valve that goes into an air ride on a vehicle. And what we do is we make these parts, and we make a plug that's going to cover up that hole on one side, and then we also make this so it redirects the fitting that we install on here along with the cable, so now it's symmetrical. Okay guys, so there you have it. Again, this is AVS. Again, manufacturer of air ride suspension, sheet metal parts. We do a little bit of off-road, on-road, bagged, lowered, lifted, you name it. But we're able to utilize, again, our SmartShop 2 router, our 5x10 CNC plasma, both again by Laguna Tools. I highly recommend them. Their support is awesome. It's phenomenal. Starting from even the sales staff, really cool guys. They're not going to make you feel stupid. So again, if you're a first timer when it comes to the CNC world, again, give them a call. They'll make you feel very comfortable. Even if you got to find someone to finance the machine, I'm not sure if they do financing or not themselves, but there will be some lenders. You might be able to go to your own bank. I definitely say it's a good investment. Very profitable investment. We've had our router since 2010, and it's paid for itself a long time ago. We've had our plasma cutter for about a year now, and yeah, I want to say we probably paid for that thing already too. We're getting ready to, well, actually Laguna's getting ready to unveil something new. They got lasers coming, so maybe we'll get back to you soon with a little follow-up on there, show you some in the works, and we'll give you some feedback. But so far, anytime we've ever had an issue or anything, they're on top of it. Bob Alsop, their trainer that came out to school us on how to use the machine, on how to use the software. Awesome guy, hands down. Router Bob, you're the man. Laguna Tools, 2 thumbs up, guys. Any questions, you guys are welcome to email me, jeff@avsontheweb.com. Before you make a purchase, if you have any questions on the machines, capabilities, I'll try to answer it for you. If I can't, I'll turn you over to Laguna, somebody you can. But again, I totally trust them and back up that name. Thanks, guys.